We are falling behind AC Milan in the race for the Serie A title, and the teams below us are catching us up as well. We need to start winning games instead of drawing them, or we're going to be out of this title race. Hello and welcome to Club 4, Episode 5 of Half Star to 5 Star here on Football Manager 23. I'm Russ. Come here, we've got two games for you. The first one is against Roma in the second leg of the Champions League knockout playoff. Then we're playing Atalanta in the league. Since you guys were last with us, you saw the Inter and Cluj game. We drew 0-0 with Roma in the league. We then beat Torino in the Coppa Italia. Beat Bologna 3-1, then got knocked out of the Coppa Italia by Inter Milan 2-1. Drew 0-0 with Juve, beat Roma 2-1 in the first leg of the Champions League knockout playoff, and then drew with Udinese 0-0 in the most recent game. That leaves us second in the league, 4 points behind AC Milan. Roma 2 points behind us, and Juve are 2 points again. 3 points, sorry, and Fiorentina 2 points again. So those three teams are catching us up, whilst Milan's getting further away from us. Transfer-wise, we didn't bring anybody in, as I said, at the end of the transfer window. We did loan a few players out, so Jonathan Michel's gone out to Spezia on loan for the rest of the season. And so is Zigak. He's gone to Pro Vercelli, whatever league they play in. I think it's in one of the lower Italian leagues. We are looking at bringing in a player from Manchester United, though. Andrea Marcato. He can play in central defence. He's 19 years old. Italian international wonder kid as well. It is going to cost us quite a bit of money. If we have a look at the transfer side of things here, £54 million for him. But I think he's what we need at the back. 19 years old, central defender, 17 tackling, jumping reach of 17, heading of 11, marking of 12. Physicals look great, mentals look great, technicals we can work on. So he's the sort of player we need to bring into this club. Right, team then for the Roma game, where we hope to qualify for the next stage of the Champions League. The team we're putting out there is Berisha in goal, back four, Pizzella, Medina, Silva and Roque, Smiljanic at the base of midfield, Almas and Karsev in front of him, Raspadori on the left, Lino on the right and Roger up front. First highlight of this match, Roma have got the ball back to their goalkeeper. They've launched it long up that, well, it's their right hand side, our left hand side. He's in the centre now with Tammy Abrahams. Shifts it over to the left hand side. Our players need to stay alert. Hopefully we can get the ball. We haven't. It's fallen to Abrahams, who's put it into the back of the net. Is there going to be a VAR check? There isn't. He was onside. Roma take the lead in this match, bringing the tie to 2-2. We need to get ourselves back into it now. We need to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down and just put the ball in the back of the net. Corner for us. Raspadori puts it in. Towards that back post, it has been cleared. Kartsev's picked it up. Plays it back to Pizzella. Over to Roque. Smiljanic, Kartsev. It's a bit congested at the moment. We just need to find a little bit of space. Roque pushes it into Lino. He's lost the ball though. It's gone back to the goalkeeper. He's played it dangerously. It's fallen to Raspadori. That's why we play him. That's why we've got him on the left-hand side. That's why we're so happy he is back from injury. Napoli 1, Roma 1, 3-2 on aggregate. 6 minutes after Tammy Abraham put Roma in the lead, we get ourselves back into it. Throw in for us on the left hand side. Pizzella gives it to Smiljanic. He turns his man, gets into the box, chips it into Raspadori. I don't know where the ball went there, but Roma managed to get it clear somehow. It's a glorious opportunity for us to put it into the back of the net. It just wouldn't bounce quick enough. We're coming up to the end of this first half now. Medina's had a terrible game. He's been like that for quite a few games recently, so I think he's one player we need to shift on in the summer. 2 minutes of time added on at the end of this half. Medina probably will come off at the half time. Just waiting for that whistle to go. There it goes. 1-1 at the moment. Medina off, Kim Min-jae on for this second half. If we can just hold it at 1-1, I would be more than happy. It would see us get through to the next stage, although we do have a free kick here. Smoljanic's on the ball. It's quite central. What can he do with it? Well, that's what he can do with it. He can force a save out of the goalkeeper. We have a corner now. It's going to be Raspadori putting this one in. It's an in-swinger, in towards that back post. It has been cleared. Lino gets it back to Raspadori. He's got no options in the box at the moment. Stands it up, gives it into Smoljanic. Loses it to Tammy Abraham, and the highlight does end there. Lino comes off. Volpato's come on for him on the right wing for the last half hour of this match. It's saying they want me to take off Roque as a substitution. I'm not going to take him off just yet. It's Pizzella that needs to come off really. He's having a poor game. Coming up to the 70th minute in the game. We have control. There hasn't been any highlights in this second half really. Doesn't look like Roma are going to be getting themselves back into it. Although we've got a throw in here. Pizzella left hand side gives it to Almas. Smiljanec gives it back to Pizzella. Kim Min-jae chips the ball forward, trying to find Raspadori. He does find him. He plays it across into Volpato. He was underneath it. All he had to do was head it down, and he heads it over the bar. Poor attempt. Roque, Pizzella, and I can't remember who had in midfield who's come off. I think it's Kartsev. Is Roma put it into the back of the net as I'm trying to go through the substitutions. 2-1 on the night, 3-3 on aggregate now. Mert Mulder's come on, Nets has come on, Susic's come on in midfield. As I was trying to say, we need to up our game now. We've got 15 minutes left to try and find an equaliser in this match and a winner in the tie. I said Roma weren't going to come back into it, and they have got themselves back into it. Last 5 minutes of normal time. Are we going to rue that Volpato miss when he head it over? It's looking like that at the moment. Looks like we're going to be heading towards extra time, potentially penalties. We have gone on the positive mentality now. Our players are tiring as we approach the last minute of normal time, plus whatever the ref wants to put on. Can we find something in the dying embers of normal time? We've got 4 minutes time added on. Come on, boys, try and muster something. We had 16 shots, 9 of those on target. Expected goals of 1.75 compared to Roma's 1.4, and yet they put it in the back of the net twice. Last minute of normal time, time added on, sorry. There goes the full-time whistle for normal time. We go into extra time. What do we say to the boys here to bump them up? I think we say that to them. Just try and get them going for this. We will make the final substitution of the game eventually. You do get one in extra time. It'll probably be Raspadori coming off. Although if we're going to go into penalties, we need him on the pitch. We'll find some form of substitution. Maybe Silva at the back. Free kick for us. Nets is on this one. Puts it in towards that back post. Volpato's there again in misses. Oh no, we got a penalty. It's a push in the box. I'm hoping it's going to be a push in the box and a penalty for us. There we go. Come on, Raspadori. Score this one. Score your second of the match. Put us back into the lead. Draw us level for the night as well. What was that? What did he do then? That was awful. Absolutely awful. That was a glorious chance to put us into the lead, and he does that and misses the penalty. Seems like he chipped it to the goalkeeper. I'm gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. As half-time whistle goes, we'll start the half and then we'll make the substitution. The substitution is Almas off and Lopez on for him. Susic goes into the Mazzala. Lopez in box-to-box midfielder position. Does look like we're heading to penalties. Not happy about that though. Coming up to the end of extra time then, as Roma have a free kick blasting it long. And Silva Antonio's got onto this ball, trying to head it onto the left-hand side with Nets. We now shift it onto the right with Molt Murder. Got it into Roger. Roger trying to find Susic. He does. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. And he puts it over. Oh, we are going to rue that penalty miss. We're going to rue the Volpato miss as well if we go out on penalties. Ball's been pushed out. Looks like we have a throw-in on this right-hand side. Is this the last attack of the game before penalties? Mert Mulder with the throw-in into Smiljanec. Puts it into the box. Kim Min-jae's shot has been cleared, although he is offside. Just waiting for the whistle to go. There it does go. What do you say when it comes to penalties? We have home advantage, make it count. I think that's it. I think that's what we have to say to him. It's just luck of the draw now. Raspadori, do better with this penalty. What can you do, son? That's 3 penalties in a row I've seen Raspadori miss. We have to take him off penalty duties now. There's nothing we can really do about it. That's the only thing we can do. Handing the advantage to Roma. Put it into the back of the net. 1-0 on penalties. Christian Volpato, what can you do? Score this one, you can have the penalties from going forward. And it's another save. I'm just going to sit back, see what happens now. I don't know. I think we're going out. Oh, they've hit the post. They've hit the post. There's a chance we can score this one. Roger steps up. We score this. We save the next one. We are level on penalties. Roger, left foot. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. It's another save from the keeper. Can we save this one? No, bottom corner. Pressure is on us. We need to score these next two to keep us in the game and save them. Not too much to ask, is it? Smoljanec steps up for this one. If we miss this, 4 penalty misses in a row, that would be, yeah, absolutely dreadful. No, he's put that one away. Finally, we score a penalty. Come on, Berisha. Save the next 2. Make yourself a hero. Here he goes with the penalty. He doesn't. We're out. I guess it gives us a chance to push on for the league. I mean, we're not focusing on... What are we not focusing on? We're not focusing on Champions League football and mid-game football unless it is the league. So it gives a chance for our players to have a rest. But I am disappointed with this. 4 penalty misses in a match. 2 from Raspadori. That header from Volpato as well. We just need to pick ourselves up now. Pick ourselves up from this knockout defeat and go and win Serie A. That's all we can hope for now. Right, we've had time to think over the Champions League exit on penalties. We now just need to focus on the league, as I said. So, the team we're putting out there to get 3 points against Atalanta is Berisha in goal. A back 4 of Nets, Medina, Kim Min-jae and Roque. Smiljanec at the base midfield, Almas and Gisa in front of him. Lazaro on the left, Lino up front and on the right, and Raspadori up front. Free kick for Atalanta. They play it back into their defence. Shifting it... I thought they were going to shift it forward. They're not. They shifted it back into their defence once again. Trying down the right-hand side now. We're giving him a bit of space. Nets comes across to get the ball, though. What can he do with it? Plays it forward into Lazaro. Gives it to Almas. Back to Lazaro. Nets is charged on if we can find him. We haven't. We've gone back to Medina. Leaving ourselves open on the left-hand side. And Gisa shifts it over to Roque on the right-hand side. He's got 3 in front of him if you can find him. He chips it to Almas. First time effort. And it's hit a defender, bobbled up. We have a corner. Just need to put it on one of our heads. Raspadori's putting this ball in. There it goes towards that back post and it has been cleared. We chase the ball down. Anguissa gives it to Kim Min-jae and the highlight does end there. It's been a bright start for us to this game. 5 shots, 1 of those on target. Just need to find the back of the net now. Nets gives it to Almas. Medina's on the ball now. Shifts it net. Still on the left hand side. He's got players in front of him. Finds Lazaro. Can he slide it across the box? He doesn't. He loses the ball. Just takes too much time. Udinese give it back into their defence now. Going through the motions. Passing it forward. Going backwards as well. It's gone back into the centre. Oh, Almas has stepped across nicely to get this ball. He's on that left hand side. Plays it across to Anguissa. First time past the line now. Roque puts it across. Raspadori puts it in the back of the net. Does look like there's going to be a VAR check. I think he was onside. They're walking away. Ref's got his finger to his ear. Goal check. 1-0 Napoli. Throw in for us on the right hand side. Roque plays that in to one of our midfielders. Gives it back to Kim Min-jae. Medina. Smiljanec gives it to Almas. Shifting it onto that left hand side. It's just too far away from Lazaro. Nets comes away with the ball. He loses it again. Atalanta playing down the right hand side. Nets needs to get back into position now. We've stepped across with Medina to win it back. Smoljanec. That's what we want from our defenders. When someone's out of position, just go in and cover it. Almas loses the ball. Comes away with it though. Gives it to Raspadori. He's charged into the box and nearly finds the bottom corner. Inches away from the post, I think. Free kick for Atalanta. It's put into the box. We've got it clear. Net's trying to usher it back to the goalkeeper for some reason. Just get rid of it. Don't create any danger for yourselves. Atalanta push it into the box from the left-hand side. Sold a dummy to our player. And Berisha does absolutely nothing for that. Just watches it go past him. Atalanta get an equaliser. And it's probably for our own doing there. Berisha should have done better. It looks like he's still rooted to the spot now. Half-time 1-1. We're not going to make any substitutions. We're going to give it to the hour mark before we do that. I think we can get ourselves back into the lead in this match. We are strong enough, capable enough and good enough to do it. We have so much quality in this squad. We just need to apply it now. We're launching the ball forward. Oh, sorry, we're not launching the ball forward. Atalanta's launching the ball forward. Raspadori's pushing the ball, asking a little bit too much of Lizara on that left-hand side. Again, Atalanta's asking too much of their strikers. Roque's lost the ball. Slides in, gets it. His slide has only fallen to another Atalanta player. Just keeping... We're keeping them sort of on the left-hand side. They're working it into the centre now. They're shifting it over to that right-hand side. Nets comes across, heads it back to Berisha. Berisha needs to get an attack going. Urgency, please, lad. Rolls it into Medina. Medina gives it to Nets on the left-hand side. Smoljanic's got it. He's the playmaker. Just play something. Anguissa. Lino. We've got options on the right-hand side if we can find him. We don't. We give it to Raspadori. Now gives it to Roque. Roque into Almas. Almas! Come on! Napoli 2. Atalanta 1. That was such a nice goal for us to score. Passing was top-notch for that. First two substitution of the match. Then Lino comes off. Guidi comes on for him. Volpato comes on in midfield for Anguissa. He goes to the Mazzala role. Almas goes to box. Got 20 minutes left. We are in the lead. I'm hoping we can keep ourselves in the lead as well. Maybe get another goal just to settle any nerves. This puts us back 4 points behind AC Milan. Let's make another substitution then. And those substitutions are Luka Netz comes off, Mert Mulder comes to left back, and Susic comes on for Almas in midfield. 10 minutes left to go. I don't know if we're going to make the final substitution. We might do. Bring Roger on for Raspadori. I think that's the right move to make. We'll make that substitution now. Roger, Raspadori. Confirm that. Just see out the game now. We've got 5 minutes left to go. We did make it hard when we conceded the goal, but we managed to get ourselves back into it. We haven't allowed Atalanta to register a shot on goal in this half, so I'm happy with that. Just, we need to score more goals, I think. 5 minutes of time added on. Concentration levels need to be up there now, boys. Just keep doing what you're doing. Atalanta register the first shot on target of this half. And they have a free kick here. This push towards the edge of the box. It fooled absolutely everybody. Luckily, the free kick has been pouring, gone wide. 30 seconds left to go. Just wait for that full-time whistle to go. Come on, ref, blow it. Because you've gone over by nearly a minute now. And there it goes. Finally win a league match. Putting ourselves still in contention for the title. We'll say that to the boys. But it's just going to be a tall order, expecting AC Milan to drop points and us to not drop any points now. We've got 12 games to go, 4 points behind them. Can we catch them? Can we win the title? Time will tell. Let's have a look at the schedule quickly then. I think we'll come back somewhere between the middle of what's left of the games. But I think probably that's the best one to come back for, isn't it? Milan and Frosinone. I think they're the two we come back for. Hopefully we've caught them up points-wise, or we've overtaken them. If not, this is where we're going to be catching them. This is where we're going to be going back to the top of the table, potentially. Let's just find out. If you guys enjoyed that, drop a big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel as well. And as always, thank you very much for watching.